Been a memorable Wednesday night of matchday 25 of La Liga. 25 goals, in fact, tonight. Real Madrid dropped points. Barcelona stormed it against Sporting Gijón. We'll show you those goals in a bit. They're top, but they're also searching for a new coach because Luis Enrique has announced that he will be leaving in the summer. This is what he said in a statement, and afterwards he spoke to the press. We'll get the full story from Guillem in just a moment. But this is Luis Enrique. I will not be Barcelona coach next season. It was a very difficult decision to reach, one that I've thought a lot about. The reason I am leaving is because I live my profession very intensely, have very few hours to rest and hardly have a chance to disconnect. There are 3 exciting months left and I'll be just as dedicated in these last 3 months. Bit of a bombshell, really, isn't it, after a 6-1 win as well. But Guillem, tell us the full story behind this and how it came about.
So, yesterday in the press conference he was asked, how do you feel? And I'm ecstatic, I'm happy, there's not a problem whatsoever. He never really has given a hint in the media that he was going to leave. But players felt, and have felt for a while, and we said it here for a while, that players felt he was about to leave. They didn't see him with the same intensity in the way he communicated. The players didn't react so well to some of his decisions either. They didn't understand completely about the Rakitic situation, why Andre Gomes was playing. A lot of things that amounted to players thinking he was leaving. But the club said, it's up to you. Whenever you want to say go, if you want to go, you say so. If you want to renew, we've got a contract ready for you. So it's completely up to you. So the whole club was pending on this. Now, for a few weeks, people are saying around the PSG we may know something. But if he had said this after PSG, people have related to that defeat, if it's a defeat or being knocked out. Eventually he said it. So what happened was after the game, he went into the changing room. He actually asked for the door to be locked of the changing room and everybody stayed in. And that's what he announced to the players that he was leaving. And then he went to the press conference and said, as you just read. It was it a shock? Not completely. The timing, it's interesting. It's very Luis Enrique-like.
Yeah. I mean, shocked but not surprised, bizarrely enough. What's your reaction, Jordi, to the news?
Well, that surprised me, no, because I think he did a very good job for Barcelona for many years. So yeah, we have to respect his decision. For sure, he knows why and he knows all the reasons for sure. So yeah, we have to respect him, and then we'll see who's going to be the new manager.
Once again, it's such an intense post to hold, isn't it? The head coach of Barcelona. Let's see who could be replacing him. As far as the bookmakers are concerned, these are the latest odds. And, well, perhaps no surprise to see who is leading the odds. Jorge Sampaoli, the current head coach of Sevilla. But it's an interesting name, 4 names down there. Tell us a little bit more, Guillem. Laurent Blanc.
Yeah, Barcelona won. A coach that knows the club well, perhaps has been a player there, has been coaching big stars, has been coaching big clubs, and they have a short list which includes Blanc, but it includes Valverde. And in my eyes, Valverde, even though Sampaoli is at the top, and it's logical that he's at the top because he fits the style, and he's got a good relationship with Neymar, not a decent relationship with Messi, but a very good one with Neymar, who wanted him to be the Brazilian national coach. There is doubts about him because he loves rock and roll. He's a left wing. He opens up his mind perhaps far too often. And I heard from the club, he's not a coach for us. It fits the style, not the personality. So out of that list, I would say Ernesto Valverde, because he is calm in moments of crisis. He's a good coach in terms of style of football. He's been at Athletic Bilbao, of course, as a coach and as a player. He was a huge club like Espanyol, but also a huge club like Barcelona, and he knows Barcelona very well. He has been close to Johan Cruyff. He understands what Barcelona is trying to do, and there's a lot of things that fit on the profile that the board is looking for. Fans may agree or disagree, but fits perfectly that profile.
Jordi, you're still playing. Which of these managers would you love to play under?
I agree with Guillem. I think Valverde is maybe the right one. Also Koeman, Sampaoli, and yeah, maybe Pochettino, but you know, he's coming from Espanyol as well, so it's quite hard. But yeah, I think maybe the best option is Valverde. He's a great manager.
Obviously, we've still got sort of 3 months left this season. Barcelona, we forget, actually played tonight, and they won 6-1 against Sporting Gijón. Let's just show you the action from this one. And it's funny because Lionel Messi had scored late in the previous 2 games, and this game a goal was made in Argentina. Javier Mascherano with the ball over the top, and Messi with the header. Almost too easy tonight for Barcelona, wasn't it, Jordi?
Yeah, we were been talking that the pass of Mascherano is too easy. But yeah, that happens so quick in the real game, so it's hard to defend.
Are there concerns, though, over sometimes how Barcelona switch off? Because had they just gone 2-0 up and suddenly they concede, and in particular, Sergio Busquets.
Yeah, he was placed defensively. He was played as a centre-back, and when they attacked, he went back to his usual position, and he's not a centre-back. You can see there him being beaten. But as I said, a lot of the things that Luis Enrique is trying to do, like that, Busquets in the centre-back, it's like trying to reactivate the side, as if they're not giving him what he wants. But of course, they have enough quality, if they steal the ball in the last third, to actually damage any side, especially one that had 7 changes, thinking of the next game against Deportivo Sporting.
Well, this is it. I mean, and it's Denis Suarez here who starts the move again, and then they keep recycling the ball, and Rakitic eventually forces the error here. And this is an error, isn't it, from Jean-Sylvain Babin? Excellent finish, but I mean, it just sat up for Luis Suarez, didn't it, Jordi?
Yeah, I think this situation you need more communication, especially against Barcelona.
Yeah, and the goals just kept on coming after that, and all of MSN on the score sheet, but also Paco Alcácer. What will this do for his confidence, Guillem?
Yeah, it's perhaps one of the deficits. It's his first goal at the Camp Nou in the league this season.
Amazing.
It's amazing to think that. But that's another thing that wasn't working for Barcelona. So 2 things that ticked today. They're both positives. And
another man who perhaps has been a little short on confidence, Ivan Rakitic, with an emphatic finish there on the half volley to make it 6. And it's incredible to think that Barcelona, well, they won 6-0 in that fixture last season, 5-0 at El Molinón earlier this season, and then 6-1. So I make that 17 goals in 3 games against Sporting Gijón. I'm pretty much sure they're glad to see the back of them for this season at least. But Barcelona tactically, how do you feel this team is playing? Is it because of Luis Enrique? Is it despite of Luis Enrique? Are they just doing their own thing? What do you see out there?
Well, I think the shape today was right again. I think playing 3-4-3 was giving a lot of space in front, and they dominate part of the first half and the second half. So I think it's a fair result. And then if Barcelona has the goal, they are very good in the last third.
OK, let's just remind ourselves of all of the results tonight, because it hasn't just been Barcelona and Real Madrid in action. So Barca 6-1 winners at home to Sporting. Celta Vigo with an excellent Iago Aspas free kick, and Daniel Vaz also on the score sheet. But Espanyol twice coming back through Gerard Moreno and also Pablo Piatti with some good goals, and also Andreu Fontas was sent off. Granada, a very important win for them, 2-1 at home to Alaves. So they've won 3 at home on the bounce. Villarreal with their biggest away win since January 2014, would you believe? 4-1 at Osasuna, who really do look dead and buried. Roberto Soldado, as we mentioned before, on the score sheet with a penalty which had to be retaken, and 2 from the Colombian striker Rafael Santos Borre, and the 3-3 at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid, who were 1-0 up, 3-1 down, had Bale sent off and drew amazingly in this game. So let's have a look at the table, and significant movement from Granada, who move up from second bottom to third bottom, but more important than that, level on points with Deportivo, who play tomorrow, remember, and they have Pepe Mel in charge. Sporting, unfortunately, cannot improve their position. Let's have a little look at the top half of the table, and could this be significant as far as La Liga is concerned? New leaders, Barcelona, by 1 point. Of course, Real Madrid have a game in hand in Sevilla, play Athletic Bilbao at home tomorrow, and Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid, that's a real battle for the Champions League places, and Villarreal aren't too far behind either. Who's going to win the title, Jordi and Matt?
Oof, who knows? Who knows? I don't know, it's hard to say. No, I think they got difficult games ahead, so we'll see, but it's interesting.
Guillem, what is the most important, significant factor from tonight that do you think is going to decide the title race ultimately?
let's see if the reaction to Luis Enrique leaving brings everybody together at Barcelona. They obviously feel that from the moment that Valencia beat Real Madrid, they were in with a chance. I think that was the game that changed everything in La Liga. And you see a Real Madrid that have struggled against Villarreal, struggled against Valencia, struggled against Las Palmas. So they reach in the end of the season, despite the fact that there's been rotation and everybody has been playing for them in a good level, that crucial part of the season is reaching with doubts in their mind. But it's like that thing. Sevilla, thereabouts reminds me of the year when Atletico Madrid won it, where they were also there or thereabouts a few weeks before the end of the season, and all of a sudden, boom, they did enough to win it.
Well, guys, it's been quite an eventful night. Jordi, please do come back. You're always welcome, and good luck for the rest of your season with Swansea as well. Guillem, as always, thank you very much indeed. OK, let's tell you what else there is still to come on Matchday 25, because we're not done yet. Deportivo welcome Atletico Madrid to the Estadio Riazor, 7:45, Sky Sports 5. That's behind the red button because the front-facing game, Sevilla versus Athletic, 8:25, Sky Sports 5. And don't forget also, we ran out all of the goals in La Liga. We've had 25 tonight, just tonight, 7 p.m, Sky Sports 5. And that is also available for you on demand. So we had 7 goals at the Camp Nou, 6 at the Estadio Bernabeu. Gareth Bale was sent off. Barça are looking for a new coach, and we have new leaders in La Liga. It has been an incredible night, perhaps the night with a title race took a decisive turn. See you next time. Good night.
Church shoes sign with love and kisses later come back sign insufficient funds.